What an awesome day today. It's about 50 degrees and sunny. I almost didn't make the drive down, and then I thought, there's 3 auctions Saturday. We need to come down and do an auction preview. I'm at the Kerr auction site, Mitchell Kerr Auctioneer, and I'm going to leave you the auction zip link below so you can go check stuff out for yourself. I will miss stuff. I can't get everything in a 20-minute video, but I'm also going to go pick up my duals and my hubs, and I have a backstory on that 5488. A couple people were like, how did it end up in Northwest Pennsylvania? I don't know. Let me go ask. So I did. But anyways, let's go check some of this stuff out. There's a lot of stuff here. I mean, a lot. I see Canadian internationals. I see internationals. I see a lot of side-by-sides and implements. Let's go, let's show. Well, I got my duals loaded up, but let me show you something here. So these are 2 3/4 M&Ws, and that's really cool because now I got a set for my 400, and I can put those on the 400, and then the duals I can run on either the SMTA or the 400. There you go. Well, and in the auction video, I did make a mistake. I said these are 3 1/4 axles. They are not. They are still in the 2 3/4 range, which the M&W hubs that I bought, he had on here. And the duals were also on here. So, yeah, I think that's pretty BA. Not a lot of guys dualed up their 560s, especially if their rear ends weren't updated and upgraded, but we're gonna do some muscling. So picking my duals up, the former owner, I should say, of the 5488 was there, and we got to talking and, you know, just kind of reminiscing a little bit, and I had him take me back his memory lane, and I said, so you worked all this ground on a 560? He says, yeah. He said, I pulled 4 bottom, man, and just worked it, and he had these duals that I just bought in the hubs, and ran duals on a 560 gas. That was his big tractor at the time. And I says, well, the 5488, I said, I've had a couple viewers that have asked me, like, how it got here. You know, how does a #1 prototype not end up in Iowa or Nebraska or one of those states? He said, well, I got it. It was down in southern Ohio, quite a ways down. And I says, you don't mind me asking? I said, what'd you pay for it? He said, $26,000. He didn't know what he had then, and quite frankly, I don't think the people that he bought it from knew what they had. And I know that's hard to believe, because somebody was like, also in the comments, they were like, well, how would you not know? You know, you go to get a part and it doesn't fit, because any part you go to get, it does fit. You know, it's essentially 98% the same exact tractor. So, but yeah, that was interesting. And the 986 was his first cab tractor, and I was like, had to feel like a war ended. You're no longer exposed to the elements. The 560 gasser, you know. And I forgot to ask exactly how many acres, but I think right now he was right at or around 275. And I can tell you, if you're farming 275 crop acres with a 560 gas, you get an extra man card. And that, because I've done a lot of acres with an M, and you get off that thing, you know, plowing 10, 15 acres even, and you almost can't even walk. You gotta be tough, man. And them old timers, they were just doggone tough. So anyways, I wanted to throw that in there. Let's go check out some stuff. Now, I'm getting a little bit better at identifying these trailer type plows. And this is painted red. Now, I've learned don't use the color at all. I think this is an Oliver. I do. I've seen them before. They have these. This looks like a steering arm to a tractor. But it's a pretty cool, pretty solid 3 bottom, 1, you know, adjustment handle, and it's set up for hydraulic cylinder. This ain't bad at all. You know, it kind of reminds me like maybe a 60, because I think don't an International 60 go have the axle under and then the 70 is over? I don't know, but I think this is an Oliver. Somebody painted over the tag. But yeah, there you go. I mean, trail wheel's even nice. 184, we have seen quite a few of these sell over the years, little plowing machines. Got a Woods 59 finish mower. Don't want to confuse it with a rotary mower. But yeah, it's just, I'd call it a working man's 184. A little 8-foot set here. Cute little sucker. They put some new hardware on it and stuff. I see one of the discs is broke. I mean, this would be easy to redo for sure. And, I don't know. It's set up for hydraulic cylinder, but I don't know, an H would pull this comfortably in most ground. Massey 135, good skins front and rear, and yes, you need to check that. That's the first thing I do when I come up to a tractor. I look at the rear skins. That's an immediate cost right out of the gate. If you're going to buy this tractor, let's just say for number's sake, you paid $4,000 for it, but it needed skin all the way around. Well, you're going to need to put another $2,000 into a $4,000 tractor. So I come up, boom, my eyes go right to the back. Probably first I want to see if it's a gas or a diesel. It's clearly a gas, but yeah, and the steers are good too. Steers are a lot cheaper than those drives, that's for sure. Those are 28, so yeah, old Massey 135. Okay, here's a brand new pair of 15.5 38s, and that's all I can say about them. The last auction, when I was bidding on those duals, somebody was like, "Who runs 15.5 38s anymore?" We'll cover some of the smalls. I guess there's some toys here too. Nice little spreader, push top, pressure washer, arc welder. Go right down the line. Old deluxe lawn boy. I got a wheel horse, little Toro style, and I'm a fan of the wheel horse. I call it the cousin to the Farmall. And then a bunch of shovels, I guess rakes and stuff. Just a guess, a man probably says that goes with that. Geez, you got enough fire extinguishers here to put all of Manhattan out. I guess the question is, would you want to put Manhattan out? Chains and ratchet binders and all kinds of stuff through here. Implement tires. Some of them are mounted. Ooh. Made a mistake at the last auction. All those implement tires, if you remember, the stack of them there, the 5s and 6s, they went for $300. Some more stuff on a pallet there. Got clevises and more chains, forks, drag there, straps. Yeah, more stuff. What they do is they usually come right down along here. It's dry as a bone right now. 2 years ago, I think it poured down rain, and this was just mud. And pretty comical. I stood right down there and just watched, and it was like somebody's gonna fall on their keister. Nobody ever did. And then last year it was pretty dry. Right now it's bone dry. So they're calling for 64 and rain Saturday. So I'll take a warm rain. Yep, Cub Cadet BX 25D. It's got the backhoe and the loader on it. Now we've learned, at least I have over the years, the BXs don't quite have the ground clearance. But this ain't bad right here. It's not bad at all. Got the ROPS up tops and move right along with the 6x4 Gator. And boy, they got a mean lineup of side-by-sides. RTV X1140 power steering. You're in the clearing with power steering. More Kubota stuff. Jeez, you'd think you were Green Hill. There's a 900. There's a Bodie green EFI. And here's a cute little 500. There's the old budget style right there. No roof and no windshield, but you could always add her up. Here we go, a 684 shouldn't leave you wanting for more with a Mighty Master loader on it. And the rears they're just brand new. I'm just going to pretend that they are 18.4 30s. That's what I had on my David Brown. And there was a 684 at a Greenville auction that we went to. Some of you were around a couple years ago, and it did not have a loader on it. But some of you that had 684s said that you had 684s with loaders, so they must be good loader tractors, utility type setup, and British made. There There you go. Can't tell you the number of times guys get a hold of me is like, I got a couple acres to work, man. What tractor should I get? Well, if this one would have been on my mind, I would have told you this, a 424, and this shouldn't leave you wanting for more. It's got some new plumbing going on here. This looks newer, you know, within the last few years anyways. And yeah, this is just perfect. I mean, a 42 horsepower, 4-banger, new seat. And yeah, you could work, you know, a couple acres with this perfect. And then you got a 3-point hitch in the back. And I don't know if it's got power steering. Ooh, new smoke pipe up top. Let's go around the back here. Yeah, so it's just, you know, your basic Cat 1. So you can have fun. 540 PTO. But yeah, this would be fine if you just had a little food plot or, you know, an acre or two to work. This is your machine. Well, all my friends ride a low boy, and this is low. It's got the 54-inch blade up here in the front, set up for dirt without the flexible clevis right here, but you can obtain one of those if you do your research. Shoes are on it, like Blue Bonnet, and really good seat on there, really good skin. I would say new front and rear. And if she fires up, she doggone fires up, old yeller. There you go. Let's check out the back, because that's what we just do. Okay, and there you go. It's got, be amazed at some of those pulleys and stuff like that when you're missing one piece, like for my Woods belly mower on one of my Cubs. You know, if you're missing this, it's like, oh, we got it, but we want a $100 bill for it. Oh, and boy, haven't these caught on over the years. I would say the last 5-6 years, these have been big. These 2-row setups like this for sweet corn or food plots. I know a lot of guys that do deer hunting and you know, use these for food plots and soybeans and corn and whatever. And she looks, well, you fertilizer in there, man. It's caustic, but it still looks usable. And I guess that's your depth wheel, ground driven. And yeah, I don't know. Looks pretty good to me, really. Yep. So I got some corn seed in there. I don't know. These things usually bring, you know, just when I think they won't bring a ton of money, they do. I mean, this could go for $3,000 to $4,000. Got a 3-point hitch. Now that would be good for the 424 right there. Oh, check this out. We got a 1-row no-till. And these bring money. I watched a 1-till. I can't even remember if it went for $800 or $1,000. Don't know, don't remember. Wasn't bidding on it, but yeah, got your no-till coulter right there and stuff. There's 684 here, missing the grill, but it's here. Need a new seat. And, oh, I don't know. I assume this is in the auction. I mean, it's sitting, I don't know. It's like you got the row here, and it horseshoes clear up and around, but then you got this thing sitting here. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but it's here. New Holland 630 baler. She's got a nice PJ dump trailer here. The thing, oh, it'll probably go, what, 14,000 GVW. It will low pro. And gosh, if it ain't, and it's got the tarp too. If it's more than a few years old, I mean, I'd be really surprised. Looks good. There you go, the old Brilliant Special here. Rope trip, it looks like. And this thing looks like it's in good shape. Looks like somebody kept diesel on it, which is highly advisable. Brand new tiller. I mean, that thing's, what, probably 6 foot. You can tell it's never been used. I mean, this is hot off the press. And then you got a John Deere 70 front loader there. Cute little sucker. Cutter post hole digger. Man, that sucker looks new. And now, got a set of discs, wing discs here. Look, I don't know, let's just call them 20 foot for fun, but kind of looks like Kiwani. We're gonna know from coming back here. Yeah, Kiwani 1010s. Big fat hands, but Looks heavy framed, I can tell you that. This looks nice. Old 3-point spreader. It's a 250. And yeah, everything looks good. It's clean. Clean in here. You can tell it's been used but not abused, you know. Got a 10-bolt duals. They look good. 18438. Yeah. Wouldn't be afraid to run these at all. Of course, you saw what I'm going to run. Semi-mount International 720. 5-bottom. And they look, oh, they're probably 16-inch. All the coulters match. Everything matches. Got cover boards. This would be one for the ages. Yeah, in my ground, my 826 would pull this. 3-point 4-bottom Massey Ferguson. And the only other one I've ever seen sell like this was at the Goodrich auction up in New York. And there was another auction pretty locally to this, probably within a half hour here. And sold, but this looks to be in good shape. Oh yeah, it's got the stand and everything. Huh. Matching coulters. It's sharp. Now somebody did a spray, you know, a pop can paint job on it, but nevertheless, this looks decent. Deer 50. Nice tread on there. And okay. Got the old 3-point special, and then I don't know, looks like they got it rigged up for power up and gravity down like a doggone M. And check out that seat, new pad on there, covered in plastic. A lot of guys will take those in if it's not covered in plastic, but hey, at least you'll be comfortable. International 300 Ute with torque amplifier, painted 350 style like a lot of guys did. This also has a new seat, newish front skins, decent rears, good year. The best years have not been seen by the good years. And we got a solid inline filter with a shut off. Yeah, Joe 300. Okay, and a fast hitch. And a remote. Doggone it all. Talk about making a tractor useful. There you go. PTO, fast hitch, remote. Oh, a slew of tires here. A slew of new. Some look like this. They look used, but mostly no. They're new. New and nice. And those are Firestone there. Don't know what those are. And Firestone here. Yeah, come on down. You need tires. And both of these look 28-inch. Kicker wagon here. Couple of them. Back to back. They faced each other. Cyclo Air 800. You probably got the marker arms tucked away somewhere. What's this? A 2000? 22. I normally know what to do. But not this time. Yeah, this would work. Already comes with everything all rigged up. A Kraus disc chisel. This looks nice. It's like a 7-shanker. Yeah, and it's just got the straight shovels on it. They're not twisted or nothing, but 12.5 L15. So them some big ones. But yeah, the discs up front look good. Little Kraus. And I don't know, somebody was telling me the other day these are getting harder to sell because guys are going no-till. Well, no-till, no fun. And he's even got the stroke inhibitors for depth control. There you go. John Deere 7000. Good grief. Those coulters all look brand new on there. I'm not kidding you. And then no-till coulters in the rear, but then, okay. Yeah, this is 7000. Looks like a new jack there. This don't look bad at all. Got the marker arms there. Yeah, this would throw seed in the ground. John Deere disc. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I'm more than willing to be corrected. Yep. Well, I don't know what's that thing gonna go. 10, 12 maybe. Looks like a 5-bottom white 588 spring reset. And I gotta tell you, I shouldn't have to tell you. You can see them bottoms are polished, so somebody did them up right. Somebody's plowed recently, or plowed and parked it and then greased it and then wiped the grease off because the grease is not on there. But this looks nice. This looks real nice. Gravity wagon. It's like 10-ton gear. Got a New Holland 273. Got another John Deere 7000. Just regular double disc in the front there. There you go. Looks like a 10-foot cultivator. Hey, talk about food plot guys or small field guys or whatever. This is it. Leveling ground out. This would be okay. Well, I'm sitting here ready to talk about this Massey Ferguson 283, what looks like a township tractor of sorts. And here comes an M2 Gleaner. Daggone it all. And he drove it here, so you know it operates. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's at the auction on Saturday. It only stands to reason. I'm here really early. Tuesday afternoon's not ideal. Well, and last but not least, a Case IH 4230 four-wheel drive. I don't know, fast hitch 2-row. I mean, worst case scenario, you could either rebuild it or use it for parts, but some of the stuff looks like somebody's redone some of it. But yeah, just the cool factor though. And I had a shot at one of these, one of the Kiko auctions, and didn't grab it. Dumb.